and welcome to my new creative table, everyone. Today I'm coming to share with you idea I saw on Instagram, and because of that idea I have created my new tool and few beautiful charms. I also had a chance to use this one. This is the craft clay from PBO. I bought from Amazon many years ago, and because of that idea I saw on Instagram, I was finally able to start to use it properly, and I think the time it was just sitting in my drawer is gone. And you will don't believe how long time it is when I bought this one. So I just checked that I did both this clay in December 2021. 5 years ago, and I think it's about time that I will use it. And because of this amazing idea, I now have chance to use it, because it's getting a little bit harder, but it's still, 5 years. It's wrapped into bag and into this and into another bag, and it's still usable, so that's good. PBO, well done for that clay. But yeah, I made mistake that time. At that time I didn't read it properly, and then I was stuck with this, and the idea I just saw is simply amazing. So first I'm gonna be definitely using this clay because it's hard drying clay, like a stone drying clay, and the idea I will want to try, it's perfect for that. As a base I can use these, or I can make my own, and that I will use box I do have here, and I will cut it on strips which will suit to my paper punch. I'm gonna be using also this oval paper punch. This is 1.5 inch paper punch. Slide it in and punch. Slide it in. Always have it on the end here, and punch. Slide it in, have it on the end, and punch. And I will do, I think, all this box in these strips, then glue them together to create a form for that clay. So now I'm gonna cut off this. Get this here. Trace. And again, I'm gonna punch these ovals and cut that strip again. And trace these again and create new strip. I do have bunch of these strips, bunch of ovals which I can use, and now I'm gonna glue them together to make thickness uh, for my form. I'm gonna be using just normal glue and layer these together. So I do have them glued together. It's nice thickness. I'm gonna also a little bit, what is it, distress. Oh well, I'm not doing it for distressing. I'm kind of trying to make even those layers inside, because here and there I do have pieces of those ovals. Like here you can see that underneath just one, so I'm gonna try to make them nicely equal, all these sides. And that will be my form for that clay, and I'm very happy with that thickness. I do believe this will make beautiful thickness for my charms. So I do have my template, and I do have a bunch of these ovals, and I already tried that. I wanted to know how it will work with my clay. So you saw that I did pull out everything what I fill it in, and I made new bulk which I will put inside, just because it wasn't looking nice. I had to use my scissors, and I had to cut around those uh, wax seals to make them nice. So for these forms, I'm thinking to use stamps and these wax seals to do the way that she did it in her video, and I'm gonna share that as well. So first I'm gonna fill again all my cute little forms. So I'm gonna start with these ovals, and I do have here this silicone stamp, so I'm gonna give it a try if it will be strong enough. It actually makes beautiful imprint into that. Nice. So for this I was thinking, how about if I will just take Tim Holtz stamps, and I will try to kind of, press it. Oh, look at that. I think it will look amazing. It will need probably a little slightly bigger stamps than are those forms. Well, I will try this. Label. Ooh, I do have that label. And how about just number? What's that? Oh. And around it I can put this, to make layers. Of course I can do that. Good. Ooh, I probably pressed slightly more, but I'm gonna redo this one. But I do like that dress. Look at this. Okay, one more time. I think it looks awesome. So now I'm gonna fill this. So I did pull out all kind of Tim Holtz stamps, and I do have this one done. And in the end, these three columns, kind of, or rows, they have been stamped with this. Totally forgot I do have this stamp, and it's so busy. And for this, it's actually perfect, because every single one of these circles will catch part of this very busy background. And I do believe once it's dry, and I will use some some colors and kind of increase that embossing effect, I do believe it will look awesome. Also, this stamping into that clay clean clean cleaned my stamps. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna bring those seal wax stamps. So for using my wax seal stamps, I'm gonna repeat the technique I saw on that video here. I'm gonna be using this non-sticky paper. In the video she used cling film over this, and then she flattened uh, her clay. So I'm gonna do same kind of, if it will be possible. And then into that clay, she just stamped her images. Like this. And then you can use either, you know, those cookie cutters or something like this, and place it over it and cut. So I do have my little embellishments, or you can use your scissors and cut it with scissors if you will don't have, you know, like this oval. I don't have oval cutting shape, so what I would do, I would press it inside, and then probably use my knife, just go around that, either around all of it with knife or here with scissors. Follow the shape of my seal stamp and then try to pull it if it will work. And also very important, if you will use hard dry clay and you want to actually create these as pendants, as charms, which you would like to hang later, don't forget to poke their little hole before it will dry. It will save you headache, literally. I nearly forgot, so now I need to add their holes right now, just to make sure, maybe this way it will be better, just to make sure I can hang it there lately. And here a little sneak peek what can happen if you will let it dry too much, so it can end up with broken parts. So make your holes early enough that you will don't break it. You can use poking tool, something like this, or scoring tool, or you can use end of the brush. That's what I used here. I just push it through and that was enough. So try to do that early enough. So I do have them dry. I think some of them will need a little bit of sanding around the edges just to make it like finished, I guess. And I will start to color it. And I'm gonna be using black acrylic paint, and I can go with uh, very watery mixture and just do shading, if you will. And then wipe it off. And here I will be using wet wipes and just leave that inside soak through. So I will have something like this. I can go a little bit more with that black painting. Or I can go with that heavy acrylic paint. Paint everything in black. Like this. And once it's dry, like this, I can use some waxes and make beautiful effects with waxes. I'm gonna place it here. And I can totally change the look of that clay with these waxes. I do have these done, and I have to say that I really like how they do look. And I do have, you know, from my template, I do have loads of these. So I'm thinking to use them actually to somehow change them. For changing the look of these ovals, I'm gonna get up one of these old envelopes and I will cut out using my dies probably some letters or numbers. I will see, and I will be right back. I have glued these ovals together, always three layers of these ovals together, so it makes nice thickness. I lost my words. And I also die cutted few little numbers, and I'm making these. Look how beautiful it is. I know this is plain, it's just base, but I do believe these will look really cute once they are distressed and, you know, punch the hole in them and put them all together. So just simple using my stuff, creating decorations from what I do have. And if you don't have dies, you can maybe use stamps or just write it down on your ovals. Write there some number or some text. It's always good. Try to imagine door labels when there are some numbers or maybe some word like bedroom, craft room, you know. And another one. So I'm gonna decorate them with these little numbers. I do have all my ovals decorated. I'm gonna sand slightly those edges to make it look worn. And I will also use distress ink. I'm gonna be using walnut stain from Ranger, and with that walnut stain I will add that edging and create little door numbers like this. So I'm gonna continue with all that row. I do have these little ovals distressed, and I also try to distress those numbers. Now I'm gonna just poke the hole, and I decided to add their eyelets. Hopefully it will look good. I think with metal anything can look really cute. Oh yeah, I think I will like them this way. So I'm gonna fix an eyelets in each of these ovals. That will create beautiful charms, beautiful embellishments. And here are decorative charms or ovals made from scrap pieces. Here is my tool I have created today for these and upcoming charms. And here are charms I made from that old clay which I forgot to use, which I had in my stuff for 5 years. I can't believe, really. It was like surprise finding that I do have that clay already for 5 years. So that's the creative idea I saw on uh, Instagram, and I'm very happy I did saw that reel, that post, because it gave me chance to use my old clay, and it was very inspiring for my creativity, and it catch my eyes, and I did create its tool and another charms as well. I do hope I bring you some good idea with this. I will post the link for that post from Instagram down below. If you are interested, go to have a look. And thank you so much for jumping in today and spending your time with me. I hope you found some inspiration. I wish you all a beautiful day. Take care of yourself, and I will be back soon. Bye.